Well, hi guys. Well, today I'm gonna be telling you guys about my story of when I had cancer. Um, when I came out to everyone that I was a cancer survivor, a lot of people did not believe me. People said that I did it for attention. Others said that I was lying, and that's something that you just don't joke about. I would never lie about something like that. Well, I was claimed as a cancer patient on May 5th, 2012. I had diffuse large B cell lymphoma. It was in my right elbow right here. I have my biopsy. I still have the marks on my chest. So that's that's basically showing you guys that I really did have it. And well, I'm gonna just tell you guys how it went, how rough it was, and basically my story. So it started off one day I had a big pain in my elbow, and I was like, "Ma, take me to the doctor. It hurts." She was like, "Oh boy, you fine, you fine. You hit yourself." And like always, when I was younger, I would hit myself, and I'll keep on walking. I would say I was fine. So my mom thought it was another one of those situations that I hit myself, and I kept on walking, and I was good. So a month passed by, and I still had the pain in my elbow. And when I went to my primary doctor, I had a ball behind my elbow, and I couldn't fully extend my arm. And as you see, look, I can't fully extend it now. You see, it's still a little bent, and that's because of this, like, the cancer and the surgery and stuff like that. So once they told me that I had cancer. First they said I was born with a short arm because since I had a ball in the back, I couldn't fully extend my arm. So one of my arms is shorter than the other now. And the doctor had told my mom that I was born with a short arm, and I don't know where the hell he got that from. I was not born with no short arm. They were born the same size, the same length. So, and then I was told that I had a non-cancerous tumor. So I was okay. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go through surgery. It's gonna be good. Give it 2 days. I went to Newark, and when I went to the doctor, she came in and she looked like she was devastated. That's when she comes in, and I'm sitting with my mom, and then I'm like, oh my, yeah, like it's Gucci, it's whatever. I'm gonna do what I have to do. She's like, you have cancer, and you need to start treatment as soon as possible. I felt like my heart just came out with like my heart, like I think it fell out my chest. Like I couldn't, I didn't know what to do. I was only in seventh grade. I was finishing the year. It was in May, like I was telling you. I was finishing the year. I was heartbroken. I was devastated. I didn't know what to do. My mom, she held it together in front of me because I seen that she was broken. Like it looked like they just stole her out of her chest. She was devastated. She went outside. She called my dad. My dad, he was devastated. They called the family. Everyone knew about it. Everyone started feeling bad for me, and I'm just there like, don't feel bad for me. I don't need no one to feel pity for me. I'm gonna get through this. There's people in worse positions than me, and that was my mindset during the whole thing. I never tried to cry. I didn't do none of that, and my mindset was, there's people in worse positions than me, and I know I'm gonna beat this. So I started treatment. Um, I started treatment in June, and they took me out of school. I basically wasn't in school. I had appointments after appointments after appointments. I had no time to go in school. On top of that, since I was in chemo, I was really down. I was really sick, and I could have got sick out of anything, like out of a simple cough. So they didn't let me. I couldn't go out to the movies. I couldn't go out to the park. I basically didn't do anything. So once that happened, I was taken out of school. I started being chemo. I had days that I had to go to chemo for 8 hours. I had days I had chemo for 4 hours. When I'm telling you I came out drained, it felt like I ran a marathon of 10K, and I was shot in my legs. Like I couldn't, like I barely could stand. I'm telling you, I was so drained out. My mom would look at me, and I would see her pain in her eyes. She would tell me like, Mark, I wish we can switch. My dad was like, I rarely see my dad cry, and when that happened, he would cry so much. It was just so hard for him. And there's just one night that nobody knows, not even my parents know of, that only my like close friends and stuff, and my brother. I was sitting in the living room, just sitting in the dark, and my brother, I'm just sitting there. I'm on the phone with one of my friends, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna call you later. And my brother walks in, and I'm just bawling out crying. Like I couldn't stop crying. And he's like, what's wrong? And then I'm like, Bebo, why me? Like, I never did nothing bad to no one. And I just started to cry, and I was crying, and I was crying, and I'm like, Bebo, why me? It's not fair. And then he's like, oh, Mark, you're gonna get through it. Don't worry about it. And I was just crying, and I was crying. And then he just hold me, he gave me a hug. He was like, I'm gonna be here for you. We're all here for you. And as long as you have faith, you're gonna beat this. And I was just crying. And after that day, I never cried again. Because I knew that I had my family next to me, my close friends, and I never cried again. And I got through it. I beat it in 2 months. I beat it September 28, 2012. That's when I was cleared. They took out the port on my chest. And to this day, it's about to be 2 years, and I'm a cancer survivor. I beat cancer, and I'm here, and I'm never gonna stop believing. I have faith during the whole process, and I still have faith to this day. But there's not one day that I wake up and I don't think, what if I get it again? Am I gonna be as strong as I was before to beat it? And I don't know if I'm going to be. That's something that I live with a worry in my heart every day, and no one can help me with that. That's me. That's something that I live through. And I just want to let you guys know that, like, what I had wasn't a joke. Like, my life was on the line. It's not like I did it for attention. I didn't do it for attention. My life was on the line. There's something between joking and not joking. I was not joking. Like, it was serious. And I'm so grateful to have a second. I basically have a second chance at life. And I beat it. And I know that God has a mission for me. And that's why you always have to have faith, guys. Is like, never stop believing. And when you put your mind to something, you can do it. I put my mind that I was going to beat it and it wasn't going to overcome me. And I did it. I beat it. And I'm here to this day. So that should show you guys that nothing's impossible, all right? And God bless all of y'all.